Florida. We are currently looking for some dive crew. We're looking for people who want to become dive masters and who also want to become videographers. You do not have to have any experience to start with. We do, however, train you up to the level of dive master. It takes 4 courses if you have no training whatsoever. That's open water diver, advanced open water diver, rescue diver, and then dive master. The way the process works, first and foremost, you do have to be comfortable in the water. You do have to be comfortable in boats, and you do have to be comfortable being outside for extended periods of time. This is not an insanely physical job, but it is definitely a job that you do have to be in decent physical shape. The position itself pays $65 per 4-hour charter, plus $5 a head per diver led, and then you also get half tips, and then you can video the trips that you lead and sell the videos to the customers for whatever you think they're worth. The boat does take $10 per video sold, so make sure you sell for more than $10. A dive career is a little different than a regular career. A dive career is very fun. You meet great people on vacation. Usually everybody's having a great time. However, it is weather dependent. So if we have bad weather, we can't go out. It's also customer based. We have our busier times of year. We do dives 365 here in Siesta Key in Venice, Florida. So the job itself is not full time. It's not part time. It's somewhere in between time. So it's not going to be your typical 9 to 5. Our day starts at usually about 9:30 and ends around 3:30, 4 o'clock for if we're just doing standard trips. Now we all do boat trips. We also do beach dives as well. We do training. We do booze cruises, sunset cruises. We do a little bit of everything on the boats. At Key's Huka Dive, I feel it's very important for our staff to be trained not only as dive crew, but as boat operators as well. Now, I'm not saying you're going to operate a boat with customers on it. That's what captains are for, and you have to have a captain's license to do that in the United States. However, you will be trained on boat operations, mooring, anchoring, tying up, helping the customers on and off the boat. We're going to teach you how to navigate the boat. We're going to teach you how to do the engine checks. We're going to start logging your sea time. A lot of people don't realize this, but when they get in this line of work, they may not want to be a captain right away, but they end up wanting to be a captain sometime later. All right, and if they don't have their sea time, well, then they kind of lost it. So we log your sea time for you, and then, that way, as you progress in your career. Your dive master is the entry level. You start off as dive master, then you move to instructor, then you move to boat captain. Like any other career, the longer that you're doing this, the more money you'll make. Because the more experience you have, the more valuable you are. Most of my guys do work a part-time job while they're going through training. The average training takes about 2 months at a part-time rate. We work around your schedule. And we just kind of have you on the boats whenever you're available. During the training, after you do your first course with us, whenever we have extra room on the boat or the beach dives, which we always have extra room on the beach dives, we'll have you go with us if you have availability, and we're going to take you diving with us. You're going to get a chance to log dives. You do have to have at a bare minimum 60 log dives by the time you finish your dive master. At a minimum. A lot of my guys will have a lot more. In this way here, you're learning our dive sites, you're learning how our boat operates, you're kind of shadowing the dive masters and instructors that they'll be leading the dives. So you kind of have that mentorship the entire time. So when you do finally get your dive master, and we cannot employ you till you are a licensed dive master, as our insurance will not cover it, then as soon as you get that, we bring you right on board. You're ready to go. It makes my life a lot easier. I like that. We keep our boat located here in Nokomis, Florida, Siesta Key. We have a great spot right here. I was kind of turning this around so you can kind of see. We have a beautiful resort that has a great pool and a great little access to the beach as well. So it's kind of a good spot. We get quite a bit of business from the resort. One of the reasons I put the boat here. But we are looking for people who are looking for a career. This is a career that I got into back in 2006 after I went through a pretty nasty divorce, and I've been doing it full time ever since, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. Not every day is rainbows and butterflies, but it's a whole lot better than working at Target. So if you're interested in a dive career, or in general water sports career, just because we're dive masters doesn't mean we just work in diving. A lot of times we work in snorkel boats, we work as boat crew and deck crew on fishing boats. It's about getting that maritime and customer service experience. That's going to open up a lot of doors for you. One of the main reasons I teach as a PADI instructor, and I'm a PADI staff instructor, the reason I teach that is, as a PADI instructor, you have access to the PADI employment boards. There's generally between 150 and 400 jobs on there every single day, anywhere in the world. Pre the pandemic, of course. But the employment boards are only accessible by PADI dive pros, dive masters, or above. And so I've used them to work in Grand Cayman, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Martin, all over Florida and the Keys. So it's a very cool situation. As a PADI instructor or dive master. PADI is by far the world's largest dive training agency, which means that there's more jobs. So getting into this line of work, you want to make sure you get in with the right agency. And in my experience, and I've been diving since 1987, and I've been a professional since about 2007, full-time since 2007, you won't find a better agency than PADI. Besides that, guys, if you have any questions, please go to our website. It's KeysHukaDive.com, and that's KeysHuka dive.com. So KeysHukaDive.com, and our phone number is 305-609-7725. And we're looking for people who in the Venice, Sarasota area, or who can relocate. As you'll find out, go to our website under careers. We do charge for the classes. The first class, open water, for most people is $425. After that first class, so we build that business relationship. Any of the other classes you can pay installments on. So if you want to pay $25 a week, pay $25 a week. I don't really care, as long as you're moving forward in your training. In the past, I tried doing different stuff, like, hey, work with me for X number of months. They didn't work out too well. We'd train somebody up, and they'd see a job offer in Turks and Caicos, and they'd be gone. I can't really blame them. I don't think they did it maliciously. First job I got offered was after instructor school was in Grand Cayman, so I know the excitement and how it feels. But all right, guys, well, if you're interested, just give me a call, 305-609-7725.